After 2 days of intense discussions, the summit between the European Union and the African Union ended on a positive note. Leaders talk about a renewed partnership and major investments were announced. It remains to be seen, however, what concrete impact this summit will have for the people in Europe and in Africa. A joint vision for 2030 based on mutual respect and equality. That is the objective of the 70 diplomatic delegations that gathered in Brussels. And for the African Union, this requires a fundamental shift in the relationship between Africa and Europe.
We need to bring a new state of mind to Euro-African ties based on a true vision of partnership and not just on a relationship based on aid.
This ambition is shared by the President of the European Commission, who announced a major investment plan for Africa over the next 7 years.
The first regional plan under our big investment strategy, Global Gateway, is the Africa-Europe plan with more than 150 billion euros of investment.
How these funds will be mobilized is still unclear, but the EU says they will help finance the green transition, jobs, and education. Another major area of investment is the digital sector. With only 25% of the African population connected to the internet, many governments, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, are already tackling the obstacles that stand in the way of a digital economy.
The first problem is regulation. We must absolutely regulate digital activities on the continent. That means having clear roles that specify access conditions. The second problem is a problem regarding content. We need to make sure that the applications that will be developed in the digital sector answer to the people's needs.
To achieve this digital future, the DRC plans to cooperate on an international tax on tech giants and establish fair trade practices with its partners.
There's a lot of human capital, young people living there, female entrepreneurs, the strength of women in the African economy when it comes to innovation and technology. And the EU should be the trading partner for the continent.
In Brussels, the finance minister of the DRC signed an agreement with a consulting firm and the French Development Agency. Under this deal, 600,000 euros will be allocated to the elaboration of a national plan for the development of digital infrastructures.
It's to define a policy, define a framework in which public investments like those of the French Development Agency or other actors, in which private investments especially will be able to grow well.
Digital transformation, insists the Congolese government, is vital to modernize the DRC's economy, especially in fields like agriculture.
The ambition of the government is to make sure that agriculture and the agro-industry take back their place, and to do that we need farmers, small and big, who use modern means and methods to strengthen their productivity.
Building sustainable agri-food systems is a major concern in many parts of Africa. Another pressing issue that's deeply interconnected to agriculture is climate change, and with its rich ecosystem, the DRC can take a leading role in this global fight.
We know that we have the potential, at least in terms of our environment, which can be an answer to these threats and maintain global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius.
While Europe and Africa agree on the need to fight against global warming together, another important topic has yet to find common grounds: COVID-19. Only 11% of the African population is fully vaccinated against the virus. African leaders have accused Europeans of hoarding vaccine doses, but the main point of contention is the EU's refusal to lift intellectual property rights on vaccines and other products.
We are talking about the lives of millions, hundreds of millions of people, rather than the profitability of the few companies.
Leaders from both continents say they will continue working together in the coming months to find a solution on COVID vaccines. Despite these differences, the delegations left the summit satisfied and committed to a better partnership, a partnership that will prove increasingly necessary to overcome the challenges of today and of tomorrow.